So basically what you want to do, you probably want to get your makeup pen out or try and get some really blank type of colour. Material, it's really up to you. I usually go for painted wall or maybe something like glossy plastic as it makes it more shiny and sort of bright, which makes it more understanding to create some kind of structure. So obviously you're going to select a cube, and once you've done that, you're going to make some kind of simple cube, sort of like a rectangle like this, and it's going to be sort of like the same width and length, like you try and make them look the same. It doesn't have to be the exact same, but just try and make it sort of look the same, so something like on the lines of this. And then once you've done that, so let's say I want to go ahead and create some simple house structure like this one here. So to do this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this at the side, and then what I'm going to do is basically, so I'm just going to put this here for an example, and I'm going to press clone onto it, and you can use that as like a template for the size you want your like line or outline to look like. So you can use that as a template to keep cloning, and then once you've done that, you're just going to place it down flat, and you're going to create the ground structure first. So obviously once you've done that, you're going to manipulate it out to the size you guys would really prefer it to be. Just something like this for an example, and then once you've done that, you're just going to press the clone button, and you're just going to hold clone and clone it to as far as you like through. You might want it really far, like over there. Well, no, probably not recommended over there during the class, but or you might want it really close. It's really up to like your way of how you want it. So once you've done that, you're going to press the clone tool again, and you're just going to clone it just like that. So you just tap it, and then you're going to rotate it 90 degrees, and then you're going to press the move button again, and then you're going to look above it. You're going to see this green kind of square. You're going to hold that, and that will allow you to move it on the floor like this without it going up or down. It's going to make that a lot more easier. And then you're going to try and attach it so it makes it look good as possible to this bit here, to whatever side you obviously want it on. And then once you've done that, you're going to manipulate it, and you're just going to manipulate it up to there. So you've obviously got something on the lines of this, and your structure should so far look on the lines of this. And then obviously once you've done that, you're going to hold clone again, and you're just going to clone it so it connects onto the, oh, okay, my apologies, I accidentally did that wrong, but you're just going to press clone onto it again, and you're just going to try and line it up so it looks possible. So you should have something on the lines of this once you've done that. Once you've done that, you're going to let go of your makeup pen, and you're just going to make sure everything's meshed together. So you're just going to select everything, make sure this your rectangle is meshed together, and if it is, awesome, you're already really far ahead. And then once you've done that, you're just going to hold the clone tool, and you're just going to rise it like that. And then you should sort of get something on the lines of this. You can make it really high if you want it, so like a flat or something like that. Or you can make it as low, maybe like a bungalow or something like that. It's really up to you guys. So just for this, I'm going to make it fairly low, but high enough that, I think that's a little bit too low, but you can obviously test without the height you want it to. So like if you like try walking under it or something like that, you can always test of how you want it. Once you've done that, you're going to select, you're going to go back to this you made over here. You're just going to clone it again, and this time you're going to make it so it's looking upwards, just like that. And then once you've done that, you're going to use your hand, or you can use your hand, or you can use it with the makeup pen. And you're just going to line it into here, obviously not on a rotation like I just did then, but something on the lines of this, obviously. And once you've done that, you just put it down, and then obviously once you've done that again, you're just going to hold clone, and you're just going to put it into the same position it was, except on the other side, and try and make it look as good as possible. Just like that. And then once you've done that, you're now going to select this one too, so you're going to have them both selected, and you're just going to clone it all the way to the other side over here. Just like that. So now you should have something on the lines of this. It's a bit like a 3D rectangle, I guess. So once you've done that, so we're just going to make a simple house, obviously, like I did before, but you guys can sort of do what you like with it. You're just going to press the clone button just like that again, and you're going to rotate it so it's about halfway from facing upwards and halfway from it facing sort of down. So it's something, you're going to get something like this, and maybe for the top of your house. So once you've done that, you're just going to try and line it up onto this bit here. Try and make it look as good as possible. And then you're going to get something like this. Once you've done that, you're going to press the mirror tool. And you're just going to mirror clone it to the other side just like that. And then you might have an issue which I just got here, is that they may not be connected together. That's fine. You can always just manipulate it upwards and try and sort of try and get it attached so it's together. Just like that. Alright, there. And then you're going to have something like this. So once you've done that, you're just going to press edit onto it again. You're going to select them both. And you're just going to clone it to the other side. Right, there. Just like that. And then get our template, what we've got over here. You're just going to hold clone on it, and you're just going to carry it over so it's on this bit here. So you can basically get it so it's sort of running across as like sort of some kind of structure which is supporting the structure to keep it up. You're just going to manipulate it, and you're just going to sort of put it, well, it's really optional where you want it, because obviously it's a bit of a tricky